Stop playing with people who have spiritual gifts. Stop playing with people who have a knack for intuition. Stop playing with people who have a knack for knowing, where God has employed some part of them where they see it in their dreams, they smell it, they sense it, they visualize it, they know what they know, they can hear it in your voice, they watch your body language, they ask you questions just to gauge whether it is or not you are being honest. So I'll say, and I'll reiterate again, stop playing with people who have spiritual intuition and connections, who know their body, who knows their mind, who knows what they see, and who sees you.
Intuition that a woman has is unmatched. Literally. When they know something, trust me, they know something. When they see something, they can tell right away whether it's good or bad. Their intuition is out of this world. Us men, we don't really see things. You understand? Which is why women call us dumb. But I don't know what it is. When they feel something, they know something.
Woman's intuition is not to be fucked with. Most women who've been cheated on knew it first. Most men who've been cheated on never knew it and felt betrayed. Women are tapped into an intuitive intelligence that men will never know. They always know if their man's fucking around. No matter what. They'll know if you sent one text to a random girl a week ago. They know. They know absolutely everything. The intelligence here is way superior to the intelligence here.
Listen up, guys. This is for guys, and you all want to pay attention to this. I've figured out a few things about women and some of the things that they know. Women are born natural investigators. They have an intuition, a sixth sense, and they can just dig and find shit that no one in the universe could ever find. When I was in the repo business, the best skip tracers I had were all women. They could just find dirt on anybody. And they were great at it. Exceptional. So it got me to thinking, when you're in a relationship, you know, and let's say you're browsing through Facebook or whatever, and you're liking this girl's photo, or you add this girl as a friend, or you're on TikTok and you follow a girl, man, your chick sees that shit immediately. She already fucking knows. Like something just flips in her head the minute you hit that follow button. It's like she gets a feeling. And let me explain to you how and why. If you've been with this woman long enough, you have dumped so much of your DNA inside of her that she is mentally connected to you now for life. Like she knows your thoughts before it ever happens. Guys, don't play. These creatures they're crazy. They will absolutely fucking crush you. And they could find shit for days, months, years. So if you're gonna be, just be. Like, don't be following other chicks and liking their shit if you already have a woman at home. Because, man, yeah, like I said, you've dumped so much DNA inside of her. She's mentally connected to you for life. You can't pull shit over on her. Scary how these things operate. I don't know. It's kind of frightening.
Women who don't check a man's phone will still find out if he's unfaithful through their intuition and dreams. One thing about a woman is that she always knows when something is wrong or off, whether it's through an energy shift, a gut feeling, or even a dream that gives her the answer she needs. So stop lying to a woman with strong intuition, because you are only embarrassing yourself. Lying to a woman who can read energy is wild behavior, because she already knows the truth just from your body language, your tone, and the way you dodge her questions. You can't fool a woman with strong intuition. She feels everything you're not saying. So she's already figured you out. She's just waiting to see if you'll finally be honest.
If it's one thing that I've learned being on this earth, it's to always trust a woman's intuition. Women were blessed with an extreme sixth sense that's uncanny and out of this world. Keep women in your life and around you. If a woman tells you that the vibe is off, you better believe her.
Part of maturing as a woman is realizing that we have intuition for a reason. We have intuition to guide us, not to ignore. And I'm not talking about insecurities. I'm not talking about jealousy. I'm not talking about any of that. I'm talking about when you think that you should go left, but something in your chest, something in your heart, something in your stomach, it changed your whole mood. It's like I wanted to go left, but something in my body is telling me to go right. That feeling should never be ignored.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but you're not tripping. Whatever you think it is, that's what it is. I know normally in different case scenarios it might be up in the air, but in this particular situation, exactly what you thought it was is what it is.
Woman's intuition is not paranoia. It is pattern recognition. You ever catch a vibe before the facts? It's not overthinking. It's from past experiences. She notices the tone in your voice change, the little lies that don't quite add up, the gut feeling you swear she shouldn't have, but she always does. Intuition isn't some magical gift. It's seeing the same red flags on repeat. And if she's bringing it up, it's not out of nowhere. It's because she's already clocked something you're not ready to admit.
So in my opinion, women's intuition is really just intelligence. It's not that women have this like extra sensory perception. They're just not stupid. And in my opinion, the reason why it's called intuition is because so much of it is rooted in feelings that I don't think men would take it seriously if they just said, yeah, I feel like this, and they just wouldn't take it seriously. So they come up with a fancy word for it to say intuition, but really they're just not dumb. Here's an example. Women generally feel a lot deeper than men do. So when you first started talking to her and when she agreed to go out or y'all agreed to hang out and you were like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to see you. But then now now when you talk about getting together with her, it's like, yeah, it's whatever. Women feel that. She can feel your excitement is off. She can feel something is off or something is different. But when she brings that to you as a man, you act like she's crazy for saying that. Like she noticed a pattern. You had a pattern, that pattern changed, something changed that pattern. She's smart enough to pick up on that. And when she asks you about it, she says, like, I feel like this is what's going on. You say, you're so emotional. When in fact, she's 100% right. If you have a pattern and that pattern changes, there is 1000% a reason why that happened. And oftentimes when a woman is learning your patterns, she doesn't even realize she's learning the pattern. She doesn't even realize you have a pattern until you stray from that pattern. And then her woman's intuition says, he strayed from that pattern. What's going on? So in my personal opinion, I think when we call it intuition, we do women a disservice because we're downplaying how intelligent they are. And I know a lot of times when people in general get emotional, they can't really like express that emotion really well, so it comes off in a bad way. And I mean, women can feel it in everything. The way you look at her, the way you kiss her, the way you touch her, the way you talk about her, like just the way you lay down when you're next to her. Like she picks up on all this stuff. It's like when y'all used to cuddle, you used to hold her tight and stroke her hair when you cuddle. But now when she tries to cuddle with you, you're not as receptive. And though in my experience, women don't bring this to you very well, like she doesn't like express the information well, the truth is she's 100% correct. So that's why they say women's intuition is never wrong, because the bare bones of it is rooted in evidence and proof. However, delivery of the information is what gets lost in translation. So therefore, it's always correct because the information, like the intuition doesn't buzz until there's something that makes it do that. And I'm not saying every feeling is accurate. I'm just saying that it comes from somewhere. Where it comes from is that has leaves something to be desired. But there's something that has made this trigger, and she's curious as to what it is. Maybe you had a bad day at work. Maybe it's something not that big, but she knows it's something.
The woman's intuition is a very powerful thing that God gave to woman. One of the strongest tools that shows her connection to the Creator. Let me tell you this. If your stuff is working when your man is cheating, or when your man is lying, or when he's doing something foul or behind your back and the stuff is tingling, But when he needs love or attention or a hug, it ain't working. Something is wrong with you. Something is wrong with it. If it's working to detect cheating and lying, but it's not detecting that he needs attention and love and a hug or to be held or to... Something is off. Something is off. You got to fix it. It needs some tuning. Because a lot of you all can tell when somebody lying or cheating, but you can't tell when they're not happy. When you're not pleasing them. When they are not in... You can't tell that. So I don't know what you call that. It's probably called woman's chan. I don't know what the hell you call it. That shit ain't it.
Let me tell you something. I'm going to speak specifically to the men right now. Women know. Women always know. Women know everything that needs to be known about a man that we're connected to. We don't know how we know. We don't even know what the knowing means, but we know. We don't have to look for shit. We don't have to ask shit. It just comes to us. We know. We always know. Whether we choose to believe it, whether we choose to act on the knowing, we always know. Let me tell you a little background. I have been cheated on in every single relationship I've ever been in but one. I'll unpack that in another video because that's a whole other thing. And every single time, I knew that it was happening. I didn't know the specifics. I didn't know like who the woman was. I didn't know. But the thing is, even with me knowing, I would still wait for the evidence of it. Also, I have had where an ex of mine will double back and, oh, let's, work things out. And even then, I knew that they could not be faithful because women know. We always know. I can literally walk into a space that another woman was in before me, and I can feel her energy in that space. I've gone to someone's house and I have felt uncomfortable because the energy of another woman was in there. I don't know how I knew. I wasn't looking for anything. I wasn't looking for evidence of this woman, but I knew. Women always know.
The feeling is the confirmation. The feeling is the confirmation. My intuition. Sometimes I feel like I got special powers because my intuition be so on point. I wrote in my journal a couple months ago, like maybe 6-7 months ago, that I was getting some weird feelings from this person that I be around. And I got that confirmation. And I just realized, like, you don't need confirmation. The feeling is the confirmation.
Intuition is no joke. No, it's not. I remember being in a hotel room with a young lady. I was in LA and my wife calls me. I'm like, oh, that's my wife. And it was FaceTime. And the young lady was like, oh, I hide under the covers. And I'm like, hide under the covers? And I answered the phone. Small chit chat. Young lady stayed under the covers, hung up. And then my wife called me back. So I answered the phone. She's like, what are you doing? Nothing. Sleeping. She's like, no, what are you doing? I'm like, what you mean? I'm sleeping. She's like, no, what are you doing with your life? You about to lose everything, including us. Like, literally, that was the conversation. And I'm, like, looking around, like, there's cameras following me. Like, and I think in that moment, if I remember correctly, I just was like, I can't go out like this. Because I was becoming what I hated. And what I hated was the way my dad did my mother back in the day. Like, I saw my dad through drugs and alcohol and infidelity ruin his marriage, right? And so I didn't want to become that.
Women always know when you're lying or hiding shit. Please understand this because men just don't seem to understand this. When we're asking you questions, we already know the answer.
We already know the answer.
Sometimes we just want to see if you're going to tell us and admit it and maybe we could fix the problem. But when you lie and lie and lie and lie and I already know, like, I don't want to say 100% of the time, but I want to say a good 80% of the time, when I'm asking a question, at least me, I know the truth.
Of course, 100%.
And if I don't know the truth, by the way you're going to answer it, I already know you're lying.
Facts. Because you're with this person all the time. Like, you know. You know what I mean? And if I'm asking you a question, I don't care what we're talking about. I don't care what the lie is. If you lie to me about something small, off rip, I'm looking at you like you lie about everything. If you lie to me about something small, you lie about everything, period. I don't care. You can't tell me nothing. I don't trust you.
Quick, do y'all believe in women's intuition?
Hell yeah.
If you can feel that your man is cheating, why can't you tell when he's unhappy?
Do you think that there is any validity to his statement?
I mean, I definitely agree. I think a lot of women are selfish in relationships. If we just gonna be honest in terms of their care, like they care about what they can benefit from, right? But when it comes to making sure that that man is solidified, making sure that that man is taken care of, that doesn't become a problem until he stops giving her what she wants. Now it's, okay, what's going on with you? Why are you acting like this? Why are you doing this? But when he's doing everything that he's supposed to be doing for her, she Ray Charles to it. You see what I'm saying? That's the issue.
No, that's a real. I'm sorry, but that's real minimal, and that's a small situation. That's not. Women actually can tell when their men are unhappy. We can absolutely tell that. And he's talking about intuition. You talking about a feeling and a whole subconscious process versus an observation. So those two don't even relate. Let's go and start that first. Those two don't even relate.
You feel like some shit is going on, your intuition always be right. So it's like, the fuck? Your feelings ain't never gonna steer you wrong. If you feel like some weird shit going on, some weird shit is going on. Like, that's why I just keep my distance. Like, it may be a toxic way that I live by not addressing everything, but I don't care. I'm old now. You know, I ain't addressing everything that I feel. I ain't addressing everything that I see. I ain't addressing everything that I peep. Because it's like, I know what the fuck be going on, and you can't convince me otherwise, okay? This head ain't big for nothing, okay? I know things. I see things. I feel things in here, okay? You're not gonna tell me that what I'm thinking ain't what's happening. Y'all be thinking that y'all be playing with a motherfucker. Y'all don't be playing with me, though. I know shit. So don't ever feel like you got one up on me. Because trust me, the score was never even. It was never even.
Women know things. And what's crazy is a woman's intuition can always sense when something's off before she finds any actual physical evidence of anything at all. So be careful.
Don't you just love it when a man says, believe what you want? Like, I don't have a very good defense right now, so let's just downplay whatever it is you just accused me of, and let me come back to you whenever I've had a moment to gather myself. Or whenever a man will come up to you, this is my favorite, he'll say, if you're going to accuse me of it, I'm gonna go make it true. Bro, it's already true. You know it's already true. You don't have to go out and pretend like you're going to threaten her with having a good time with somebody else. You have already dipped your toe in the water. Like, at this point, if she is asking these questions, she already knows the answer. And yet we sit here and we deny until the bitter end. Deny. If you deny it long enough, maybe she'll just drop it and say, you know what, well, maybe it was true, but I'm just not going to pursue it anymore because I guess it's just how he is. And I'm just going to wait around and love him on the high points because the low points really suck.
Why can't a woman's intuition tell her when her man ain't happy? Motherfucking intuition, intuit every damn thing else, but some peace and happiness around this bitch. I'm talking about bitch turning the Blues Clues. I'm talking about intuition telling her you texting this bitch. Intuition telling her you having lunch with this bitch. Intuition telling her the bitch done been at your house. Intuition telling her you fucking the bitch. Intuition telling her you done got your balls sucked by the bitch. Intuition telling her the bitch done asked you for directions. Intuition telling her the bitch done offered you something to eat. The intuition telling her the bitch picked up something and handed it to you when you dropped it. Like, intuition telling this bitch everything. Bitch turning to Inspector Gadget. Go Gadget intuition. I'm talking about bitch can intuit every goddamn thing up under the sun. Except when her motherfucking man ain't happy. How the fuck do that work? Like, do y'all bitches, is this shit a light switch? Do y'all bitches pick and choose when y'all want to have intuition and what the intuition intuit about? Like, I don't understand this shit. Like, god damn, you can, you know every goddamn thing else. You can figure every fucking thing else out. Why the fuck you can't figure out when and why the fuck I ain't happy, bitch? You the reason.
Look, I'm gonna be real with y'all. One of the greatest things about a woman is her intuition. The overall gut feeling that she has is unmatched. See, the thing about women like these, she is always going to know when you're doing her wrong, when you're lying, if you cheated. You know, they're like FBI detectives. You know, they can figure you out in literally 3 to 5 minutes or even less. One of the worst things you could possibly do is lie to her, because she's always going to find out some way, somehow, no matter what the circumstances are. So y'all be thinking her trusting her gut feeling and her intuition is her actually being crazy or, overthinking. But in actuality, she is always going to be right. Y'all men think that not telling her things is going to protect her, when in actuality, she already knows. She's already going to find out. She's just waiting on you to tell her what happened. If you don't tell her the truth, it's going to either pop up in her dream, or she is going to have that gut feeling, and she's going to trust it every time because it's never proven her wrong. The more you lie to her or hide things from her, the worse your situation is going to get. But y'all stay safe.
They say women are more intuitive. Have you ever heard of that? That's not true. Women are more sensitive to frequency. That's what you're picking up, right? Men, we suck at this, right? Every time someone's come into my life that future was gonna screw me, my fiance told me about it a month to a year before it happened, right? Because that intuition is as sensitive to frequency. So women, when they interact with other people, they are looking at your eyes and they are talking to you, but trust me when I tell you, they are sensitive to your frequency. If you lack authenticity, they know it.
Okay. Intuition is a beautiful thing. Women are naturally gifted with intuition because women are spiritual. They can transform liquid into something physical. That's why I would never lie to a woman, because that intuition is naturally God-given wisdom. So like if you go in the house, I know killers, they're scared to tell their women the truth. But I believe honesty is the best policy. I'm just giving you a hypothetical. But you have to be brutally honest with a woman because her intuition not gonna mislead her. She know. They scared to go tell their woman, hey, where you been, babe? I've been fucking. The truth. And when you tell her the truth, guess what she could do? She can heal you and cleanse you of all of that. Come get these sins off me, babe. But if you don't tell her the truth, guess what? Her intuition gonna be over here, and her womb, that's a separate chakra. And guess what? You can offset her pH levels because she hasn't processed it.
Right.
And when you give a woman an option, she treats you like God.
Amen. You're not lying about that. I'm talking about.
But what I have has to be cultivated. There's not no intuition right here. This is pure vision. This is cultivated. I'm operating in a different dimension, in a different realm. This has to be cultivated. This comes from a lot of fasting. This comes from going beyond the veil. This comes from fasting to 42 days sometimes, 21 days. When my spirit called to do it, I just don't eat nothing. This is when the veil is weakened on the eyes. So I can see things that other people can't see. People gonna say I'm tripping, I'm crazy. That's cool, but I'm winning. Look at me and look at you. I'm glowing.